Welcome back to my channel. Today, you guys, we are making or prepping a frugal soul food dinner. Now, it is, let me check the time. It's 12:27, which, in my opinion, I felt like I should have had this done already, but I didn't, so it'll be done by 6 o'clock, which is our dinner time. So, let me tell you what I'm making. I'm making some collard greens. Oven fried chicken, baby lima beans, and rice. So, that's what we're having for dinner. And, and cornbread. So, I have some already cut, no stem added, collard greens. I have 2 bags, and they were $1 each. They're just chopped down into 1-pound bags. And going into my greens is I'm going to use, this whole pack was $3.15, and these are turkey necks, and I'm going to use the big one here. I'm not going to use the other two, because I could save those for like cabbage and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one right here. And then I'm going to start defrosting the chicken. I'm going to go ahead and throw it into my sink over here. And I'm going to let that sit there. And I'm going to turn you this way because I need to put my collard greens on. So let me turn you that way. Move some of this stuff that I need out. So, as y'all probably know, I make my greens a little different. I'm throwing in everything frozen. I'm going to go ahead and add some water to this pot, and I'll be back. Okay, so I got about a half a pot of water right here. And let's see, my vinegar. What else do we need? I need some black pepper. I need some bouillon cubes. I'm gonna go ahead and use some beef bouillon cubes. So, garlic, I need that. Oh, I'm going to use some lemon pepper. So, for my greens, let me just open up my bags. Now, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour the greens in there. They are not cooked. They are just chopped. So, we're going to just open them all up. I bought 4 bags, so I still have 2 left up in my freezer for another time. gonna turn my stove on. Oops. Move this stuff out the way. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get my spoon. This is just prep. I'm not showing you guys the finished product. This is just showing how I prep for dinner while the girls are at school. That way, by the time they do their homework and play a little bit, dinner will be done, because the worst thing kids hate to do is wait for dinner. Trust me, I'm a mother of 3, raising 4 kids, okay? I'm gonna run some water over this because it's not breaking off. So I'm over here trying to get this meat separated really quick. But it isn't working. So I'm going to go ahead and just top it off in the microwave, because I don't want this video longer than it needs to be. So I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands again. Okay, so while we're at that, let's go back over here. And now my pot is on. This is gonna make a lot of greens. This is 2 pounds. So I'm adding in black pepper, two beef bouillon cubes. Now, I don't always make my greens like this. I make them different pretty much every time. I just do it to my liking, but I've been liking this recipe for a while now. So I'm also going to add some onions in here later on, because if I add them now while they're cooking, the onions and stuff will disappear. So I actually want to see onions in here. I might put some peppers in. Paris. My dog is at the door. I think she wants to go out. Paris. Hey, darling. This thing is crushing on me. So I'm going to go on with 2 cupfuls of apple cider vinegar. 1, 2. You can tell I cook with vinegar a lot, because Look at this. I just bought this month. Okay. I'm going to go in with about 2 tablespoons of salt, just so I don't need to season it any time later on. I'm going to add some lemon pepper. I love lemon pepper on everything. So I'm going to add some onion powder. And then a little bit of this hot sauce, which I always cook in there. You guys gotta put a little heat in it. No, I don't put a lot. I just put a little bit. And then add about 4 tablespoons of oil. And this cap equivalents to tablespoons. 3 and 4. Also, towards the end, I like to put butter in my collards. So that's different for a lot of people, but for me, it's just flavor. Okay, let's see if that meat is ready to go ahead and put in there. Oops, sorry, y'all. Yep, so it's defrosted already. So we're just gonna drop it in there. I'm gonna like dig it to the bottom in there. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna shred up that meat in there as it cooks over time. Okay, let me bring it to the center. And that's gonna cook. I'm gonna put a timer on for about 4 hours. Let's see, timer. Let's go ahead and do about 4 hours. There we go. Now, for the oven fried chicken, because I'm not doing it right now, I'm just going to tell you guys how I do it. I don't season my chicken, I season my flour. Now, if I'm frying my chicken on top of the stove, then I'll season the flour and I'll season the chicken. But because we're making it oven fried, I like to use eggs on the meat to get the flour to. I will use seasoning salt, garlic pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and let's see, that's about it. That's it, maybe like a little bit of parsley flakes or something. And then I put it in the oven on 400 degrees, and I cook it for about 45 minutes, and that's fully thawed out. Do not put frozen chicken in there and expect for it to be that way. Let me look at you guys while I'm talking. Oops. Do not expect to put your chicken in there frozen and expect for it to come out. I mean, it has to be fully thawed down to the bone, and it gives a nice crunch. You want to do a cookie sheet. Do not do a roasting pan or anything like that. Want to do like a cooking sheet or those wire type of racks that like is breathable through the bottom. Paris. That's breathable through the bottom. Um, yeah, and coat it with the eggs and then the flour on the chicken. You don't have to use the eggs. I do to get a better crunch on my chicken. No, it does not taste like eggs. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I hope that you guys use these recipes. Also for my beans, I'm going to get a pot and I'm going to put them on. The only thing I'm going to add to them first is some salt and pepper, onions and bell peppers, and a stick of butter because I'm making baby lima butter beans. So that's what I'm putting in them. And when they come out, when they're almost done, I'm going to add like a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And that's it. They're done. Um, you can also add garlic powder and onion powder. I'm not doing that. So it's pretty much up to y'all how y'all want it. I'm making some homemade cornbread, which is just half, it's like a 1-to ratio. So if you use 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of cornmeal, like that. And then you want to use some melted butter, sugar, 3 eggs, and some milk, like about a cup of milk. So, and then just plain white rice. So, thank you guys for watching, and that is as far as I'm prepping right now. Yeah, I can't enter a picture in my life, so I can't let you guys know what the outcome is going to be. But through my other recipes, it's going to be good because I cook good. I think so. If you haven't tried any of my recipes that I've put out so far, try them, you guys. Let me know if you guys like them. If you guys want, all these meals that I'm making are very frugal, like very frugal. My greens are dollar bags. I'm not using no $2, $3 bags, dollar bags. My meat, I paid $3.15 for that pack, and I used about $1 worth. Um, so RDN, that's like $3, like so cheap. People say that soul food is not really frugal, but you can make it frugal depending on the cuts you use and when you get your cells of your meat and stuff and so on and so forth. Rice is cheap. Cornbread is cheap if you make it homemade. If you buy the box, you're going to spend a pretty penny. So, yeah, you guys. I do want to thank you guys for watching. I might insert a clip when I do my next video for later on and how it came out. So look for that video and look for that dinner clip, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So see y'all later. Bye, guys.